Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf and Gaming
on Sunday morning,
which is my series where you guys know the drill. Every single Sunday morning, I'm going to be checking out a new game with you guys. And this week, we are talking about Destiny 2, but the Destiny 2 open beta. But I have to, unfortunately, show you guys some gameplay of the Destiny 2 open beta. I thought that the open beta was gonna be open for one more day, and I was already ahead of the game. I was gonna pre-record this Gaming on Sunday morning episode, but then I realized that I was one day late and the beta had already closed. But good thing I recorded a lot of footage for you guys. So I'm sorry, I'm just gonna show you right now. I'm gonna start it right now. A control PvP match. I don't think I did that well in this game, but anyway, that way you can at least watch some footage while I talk about the Destiny 2 open beta, because I'm doing this. Wow, I just got destroyed there. There is no possible way that I would go this week on Gaming on a Sunday morning without doing the Destiny 2 open beta. I've been so excited for this game. You're gonna see a ton on the channel, even more now because of the quality of this open beta, which I'll talk about in just a bit. But before I start talking about that, I'm sipping on my coffee. I only got a little bit left in it. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on. And yeah, let's jump into the Destiny 2 open beta. Because of this footage real quick though, there is no audio, unfortunately. Whenever I record gameplay, I never record the audio because I'm almost always watching a YouTube video or listening to music or things like that. So there's no audio. I'm gonna try and play like some Destiny 2 soundtrack or something that I can find that won't copyright strike the game, or you might just find a normal non-copyright song. I don't know. Hopefully I can find something. But yeah, so the Destiny 2 open beta, the very first thing that completely surprised me was the quality of the port. Oh my goodness. How many times in PC gaming have we been plagued by a terrible port from console to PC? This game, in open beta mind you, felt like it's been developed since Destiny 1 first released in what, like 2013, 2014? It felt so smooth, and there were so many graphics settings, or like PC only settings, like field of view slider, unlocked frame rates, 4K resolution. It just felt so good to have a quality port, and it's only an open beta, which it's only going to get better. And they actually have said that there are more graphics options coming. There's already some pretty in-depth graphics specific settings. I wish I could show you, but there's actually even more coming, which is so awesome. So here I'm running on my GTX 980, and you can see in the upper right hand of the screen there that I was at like 70 to 80 FPS. Now this is in 1440p on high settings. It did go up to ultra. I wasn't comfortably hitting above 60 FPS, and this is with my i7 4790K GTX 980. I wasn't hitting the frame rates that I wanted, so I dropped it down to 1440p and high. But I was seeing people on like GTX 1070s get like in the hundreds of FPS. I think in ultra 1440p, don't quote me on that, but it's running real nice. And here you can see, even with all this action and all these special effects from the bullets and the electric, lightning, flame type bullets, the FPS stay very consistent, and the graphics quality, the frame rate is not an issue at all, which is super rare to find. I still can't really believe it. It ran super smooth. All right, so after that, I want to talk about the gunplay, and the gunplay felt amazing, just like the graphics did. Controlling and aiming your gun was top notch. I felt like it felt almost as smooth as like CSGO, to be honest. Now it's not on the Source engine, mind you, but it felt almost like that super silky smooth Source engine. So I don't know what engine they used for this. I have no idea. I didn't look that up or anything, but yeah, it felt really good controlling, and even jumping around, it felt great. And now there are some issues that people have been finding though. Oh, sorry. There are some issues that people have been finding with the aim assist. Now, as you guys probably know, when you're on a controller and you're on a console, you use aim assist whether you know it or not. Whenever you move that right thumbstick to aim, the cursor is gonna like kind of like be like a magnet to whatever you're aiming for. Now you might not even think that it's on, but it's on. And some people are questioning whether it's in the PC beta or not. I didn't use a controller at all during the open beta, I didn't have time to, but there's been some videos floating around YouTube where it kind of shows some aim assist, but with a keyboard and mouse, where I saw some videos of people and they slowed the gameplay down by like 3 or 4 times slower, I think, and they would show their cursor shooting, and like it would hit their opponent, but the cursor wasn't actually like lined up on the opponent. So that's not aim assist, but I don't know if that's like a crazy bad hitbox lag or just some netcode issues. So they do definitely need to work that out, because people, PC gamers, they found that right off the bat. But so yeah, that definitely needs to be addressed. Now, I didn't have any issues with aiming. Like I'm not a good enough player that I would never notice that. I would never tell you guys this without me looking up other reviews of people before I made this video. That's the only reason I know about. But one thing that I did notice was some peer-to-peer issues. Now, I'm pretty sure Destiny 2 is using peer-to-peer. There's no dedicated servers. They might have said that it was like one of those hybrid things, where that's not true. If that's bogus. I think it is peer-to-peer, because I actually was having some networking issues where like I would be shooting somebody and it wasn't registering that I was hitting them, even though I clearly was. And then like 3 seconds later, that guy would be teleported like 100 yards down this way and I would be dead. That's usually a sign of peer-to-peer issues. I don't know if he was lagging or I was lagging, but I actually saw that like, I would say like 3 or 4 times during the 3 or 4 days that I played it. So nothing crazy, obviously, but like that's definitely an issue. And those are the kind of things that is going to keep Destiny 2 from being super competitive. Now, like I said in the beginning of this video, I love Destiny. I love the first one. This is the only game I played on console other than Madden. And I really want this game to shine. So they definitely need to work on that. But these negatives have nothing to do with a casual player like myself, actually. And it was an amazing experience. I don't want to dwell too much on the negatives. I'm sure they'll work it out. They're way ahead of the game, having this game being open beta. So yeah, let's not dive too much into that. So the content that was in the open beta was, you first start with a single player mission, which was actually very satisfying, tons of cutscenes, and it was single player, but they did the Destiny thing where like in some of the open areas, you're just on your single player mission, and then you can see another player doing his single player mission on the same part of the map, and then it kind of becomes co-op, and that was really cool. I love that. I don't like to do forced co-op. I've never been a big fan of co-op. You guys know that. I've said that before. But it was cool just seeing somebody else do the same thing I was, and then we could team up, and then we could like go our separate ways pretty much. So I really like that. There were 2 PvP modes, Control, which is what I'm doing now, and this is just your simple 3 zone domination. And then there was a CS:GO, which I don't believe that was in Destiny 1 at all, if I recall, where you only have 1 life, and it's just you have to plant a bomb, or it wasn't a bomb, I don't know what it was in Destiny 2 universe. But yeah, it was like CS:GO. I wasn't a fan of that mode at all, because it felt too slow, like dying and then having to wait for everyone else to die, just like you guys have played CS:GO probably. That's not Destiny. Destiny 2 is more of that fast-paced, jumping around, just spraying, praying, and all that. So I didn't really like that mode. But now that this game is over, what did I go here? 13? Oh no, I didn't see what I went here. So I'm gonna have to switch videos here. This is what the main menu looked like. It looks exactly like the Destiny 1 main menu, but I'm gonna just play some more. I guess I'll just play the strike here. So yeah, I went over. Oh, this one does have sound. Okay, maybe you guys will be able to hear that. Sorry that you didn't hear the sound in the first one. Actually, I'm not gonna play the sound. Never mind, because there could be a crazy YouTube video or something going on. So anyway, we went over the 2 PvP modes, and now this is the strike. Now, if you haven't played Destiny 1, a strike is pretty much like an instance or a dungeon, and it is co-op. You go into this dungeon with 2 other players, and there's a, like, you'll see here, you just go through your battling against the computer pretty much, and eventually there'll be a big boss. Now, I was never a big fan of strikes because it gets super repetitive, and unfortunately I actually did feel that way. Let me move this, sorry. I did feel that way about this strike already, where it's just too repetitive. You're gonna see here that we're gonna start like killing the guys and stuff, and you eventually just get to like the elites with the yellow health, and you end up just putting a bunch of bullets into them. The boss mechanics, which I doubt will finish because this is a 24-minute video. The boss mechanics weren't that great. Actually, I'll just fast forward to the boss. There's the boss there. Okay, so this is the boss battle. You can see the boss up there in the top left. But yeah, it's the same thing over and over again. The boss took like 5 to 10 minutes to down, and you'll see here I was just spraying headshots into him, and it's just like a big health pool. I've never been a fan of the actual PvE in Destiny. I just feel like look at that, like his health is barely going down. I'm just not a big fan of that in first-person shooters, but I know a lot of people are, so I don't want to hate too much on the PvE. I like the PvP in Destiny. I like how you can do both strikes like this and single player content to improve your gear, and that helps you in PvP. I love that concept where you're not separated between like PvP and PvE gear. I really like that, but yeah, the strike wasn't that great, so, or in my opinion. So yeah, we had the strike, the 2 PvP modes, and then that single player mission. The thing that excites me the most about Destiny 2 probably is I immediately, within like an hour, felt like there were 2 to 3 hours, I felt like there wasn't enough content in the beta, and that is always 100% a good sign in open beta, because that means you want to play more, you want to see more. Sometimes by the open beta, I'm just like sick and tired of it. Like I've played games before where I'm like, okay, I've pretty much seen it, but no, I wanted more. I wanted to see even more strikes, definitely wanted to see more PvP modes, and I wanted to do the story mode. So I'm so excited for this. There's going to be so much good content in this. The port is amazing so far, and it's only going to get better. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Destiny 2. Sorry again that I couldn't play with you guys or anything like that. We're just watching my footage here, but hopefully you get the point. I do want to go over real quick the purchase options for... Do I have that anywhere? Okay, let's see if I can bring that up. Nope, that ain't it. Sorry, guys. Okay, here are the purchase options real quick if you haven't seen Destiny 2. I bought the standard edition for $60. This game will be available for PC on October 24th. There's the game plus the expansion pack, or then the digital deluxe version for $100. The expansion pack will obviously give you all of the future, or actually it only says expansion 1 and expansion 2. And those will be out within like a year or two, so that's probably a solid value. But this is one of the first games that I've personally been super excited about, but still only bought the standard edition because, I mean, I've said it before, pre-ordering games, you can lose a lot of money doing that. And it's just, I know no matter what, I'm gonna love Destiny 2. I don't mind pre-ordering this. I love Destiny 1. The open beta was a huge success. But my only concern is I'm more of a PvP guy when it comes to Destiny 2. And as we saw in Destiny 1, I would say the majority of the people like the PvE content more. So I'm a little bit, we'll just play this here. I'm a little bit hesitant on the population of PvP after the initial hype goes down and whatnot. That's why I'm not investing in the expansion packs, because I'm afraid by like the first or second DLC, much like how Call of Duty does, people aren't going to be playing it and they're only going to be doing the PvE mode. So that's why I held off. Definitely pre-order it, because no matter what, I'm going to be playing it once the hype is real. I will be deployed when it comes out, so I'll be playing on my Dell XPS 15 with the GTX 1050, so I'll be in 1080p and whatnot. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing it the day it comes out, and super excited for it. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you thought of the Destiny 2 open beta. Were you excited about it? What did you think about the port? And what specifically are you looking forward to in Destiny 2? And what kind of content do you want to see? Do you want to see the PvE strikes? Are you just about the story mode? Or are you interested in mostly the PvP like I am. So make sure you guys let me know. I wanted to give a huge shout out to OP Seat right here. They are hands down the best gaming chair on a budget for like the $200 range. You guys know I'm in love with my OP Seat. You can check out this, so bad at this. The discount code right here, ZTT, saves you $10, but watch my full review, which I'll have linked up in this corner of the screen. So yeah, check them out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like down below to help support my channel, and as always, thank you for watching, and please subscribe for more Zach's Tech Turf videos.